Hey everybody, what's up? Mike, Herd 360, fresh back from vacation. Not really adjusted to the jet lag yet. Where I came from was 6 hours difference, so I'm struggling right now to get back on time. But I wanted to make this video for you guys. It's very similar to ones I've made in the past. It's building a battery box using one of our kits, just using a different battery box type or size or model. On this one, just to show you what you can do, show you what we offer. All right, let's see here. Okay, this one using one of our Power Pack 1800 boxes. Alright, I started offering these last year as just a regular DIY. It was a premium DIY kit at the request of so many people, and the fact that we had sold out on our smaller, more popular size at that time. So we're back in that situation again. I'm sold out right now, waiting on another very large shipment of those boxes to come in. But I do have these in stock, so I get a lot of questions here lately on Facebook Messenger and text and email. When are you going to have your DIY boxes back in stock? Well, sorta, I do. So I have this model, the 1800 box, and it will. You can get it as a DIY with our standard DIY kit, or that's just called the premium DIY box, I think. And then I have it as an Elite box kit, okay, and that uses our Elite new, really fairly new, within the last month and a half or so, the Elite wiring kit that I came up with. All right, so you can use this kit with any box, but we're going to use it with this one today, okay? And to start out, so this kit is a little different than the ones that are very popular that I've been selling for years. This one has just one hole to drill, one connector. You don't have to wire anything up. Once you do, it's already pre-wired for you. And you drill one 5/8 inch hole, you insert that through, you put that back on there, and you can actually use this underneath that nut, but really it's just a dust cover. It's not super important. There's an O-ring right here that fits next to the base. That's why I'm very adamant on that 5/8 inch hole, guys. If you drill it out too big, then you're probably going to have leaks. So let's start with that. So here's a step bit. Bought this at Harbor Freight. It's about the cheapest place I found to buy them. I'm trying to source some for myself to sell, but right now I'm not having a lot of luck with what I'm finding. But again, it's a Harbor Freight model. I think it was about 15 bucks. Great little bit. It's a good to have, even if you're not building battery boxes with. These just really work well for a lot of aspects of DIY stuff and drilling holes. And they make a really nice round hole. So a lot of times your drill bit, when you're drilling out holes, especially with a hand drill, you don't get a perfectly round hole. These step bits really do a good job. I'm going to show you a little tip, guys, to help you out so that you don't accidentally go over. This one's graduated 5/8 right there. What I'm going to do, I've got this silver Sharpie. You don't have to buy a silver Sharpie. You can use whatever works for you, paint pens or whatever, and then just color that 5/8 step. And then what that'll do is allow you to visually see when you're getting there. Alright, so now I've got a spot. I know I got to drill up to that, and it'll wear off, and you'll have to add more. A paint pen would not wear as quickly. This is all I had. I didn't have a paint pen. Alright, so if you could see that. Now, alright, so this box, the 1800 box, it's got our pre-cut foam in there. these boxes will hold everything the smaller one will. You may have to take your top foam out. Certain batteries might be a little too thick. You might have to pull this pre-cut foam out that we have made for these. and then it would hold just about anything that you want to put in there, from the 12 volt 12 amp hours all the way up to 12 volt 18 amp hour seal lead acid, 12 volt 30 amped outdoors. I got a 12 volt 18 right here. This is the way I would put it in. Also, this little valve in the front, that's your airlock valve. Just about any case it's made to be waterproof will have that, in case it vapor locks, and you could open that valve up and allow air to get in, and you can open your lid. I hate this valve. I really am trying to get this box made with that taken out of there, but right now I've not done that. I haven't been able to place a large enough order. So can take this battery, it's a big old heavy battery, stick it in there. There's that screw, might get in the way a little bit, drop it in, and then tighten that screw on down so moisture doesn't get into the box. That's one thing, guys, that I've had calls, hey, I got moisture in my box, what do I do, what happened, why? That's usually the first thing that we check, because that's usually where it happens. They didn't have this little valve tightened down tight enough, and it didn't seal correctly, or it could be just debris in your seal where your gasket is. All right, we're gonna take that bad boy out of there. It's a big one. It's heavy. And with the foam in here, I'm not making this too scientific and too critical. Don't overthink it too much, guys. But right here is a little channel that I had cut into the foam. That's where you want to drill your hole for this box. You need to have some clearance for your nut. I'm going to eyeball it. You can measure it if you want, measure it down. I'm going to eyeball it, and I'm going to put it right there. So I'm going to get to where I can see both the front and I can see that channel, and I'm just going to try to center it up. Again, it's not super critical. You can make it as critical as you want. For the engineers out there, you might want to get your tools out to measure it, right? Again, don't go too fast, guys. It's a whole lot better to be undersized than oversized, right? You can't add it back once you take it away. Let's check that. Perfect fit. Alright. I say perfect fit. I didn't take the nut off. Hold on a second. Check it again. Told you I'm not awake. It's a little bit small. That's what I really expected. So I don't know if you can see this or not. Alright, we went all the way in on the 5/8. Make sure the back side's clean, and it is. Perfect fit. Doesn't wiggle, but it slides in nice and easy. I really wish I could find a bit that was slightly under 5/8, as I'd rather it be a little tight going in there. But there's no wiggle room really. There's no play, so we're fine. If you want to try to ease it in from the 5/8 part slowly and check it as you go, certainly nothing wrong with that. All right. Now, again, your little O-ring right there. There's a groove where it fits on this connector. I'm going to take that, slide it in. Take this, and I did not bring my socket. I normally have an 18mm socket when I'm doing these, and you just take that 18mm socket, stick it on there, and tighten it up. All right. So we're going to pretend that I got that tight. Again, if you were putting this on, you can, it's kind of a bear to get it over that larger thread right there, but you can, before you put that nut on, you can slide that and kind of push it down, maybe use a flat, little small tiny flat screwdriver and push it down over that, and then put your nut on. But you don't have to do that. It's a dust cover, really, that's all it is. Just keep stuff out of there when you're transporting it. You can even take them off if you got a place to keep them when you put it out. Keep the animals from chewing on the rubber. Alright. You got to twist that to find where it fits in the groove. Twist it, screw it on. Alright. Now, come back. Add our battery. Tell you what, we'll get the, I have one over there. I do. We'll grab one real quick. I'll show you it works. These batteries are a little tall. They're a little big, a little thick. Actually not sure which side sticks up the most. I think it's about 6 1/2 dozen the other. Alright. Take your alligator clips, clip them on. For this one, for this battery, remember we had to take that out to foam that was in the top. Alright, there you go. There she is. Again, guys, for this box, of course, anything smaller than this is going to fit too. But for this box, I like the bigger batteries. I mean, bigger is better, right? You use a bigger battery, you get longer life in between your battery changes. Slide that bad boy in there, 18 amp hour or 30 amp hour amped outdoors will fit in here. It's a little bit tighter. You just, you got to make sure you unscrew that, drop it in, then screw that valve back in there. It actually holds it in place, but it's not going anywhere when you got the lid cut shut. And you can put this foam back in here for this. And then again, alligator clips, clip it on here. When you're transporting, you can shove your cable down in there if you want. Alright, now close it up. Voila. Beautiful. Take that out. I wonder how that fits in there with that. It just fits snug with that foam. You can take it out or leave it in. That plugs into your camera. Guys, if I'm gonna give you another pointer too while we're talking about it. There's so many different model cameras out there on the market, different type. Some of them have a little screw-on plug, some of them don't. Most of them don't. I've been using these things for years, and I don't have a problem with animals pulling my cables out. But one thing that I do, when I do go to put one, I like to use camera mounts on a tree, but it's not even that important. So you can take this cable and wrap it around your camera one time if it's strapped to the tree. If you've got a screw into the tree mount or a strap-on tree mount or a T-post mount, take your cable, wrap it around it once or twice, then plug it in. So if an animal comes along, grabs this cable, trips on it, whatever, it's not going to pull on the part that's plugged into the camera. Another trick I've done over the years is, and I haven't done it in a long time because I'm lazy, is a drywall screw. I'll take, in my bag, I keep a bag that I have all my parts and stuff in. When I go to the woods to put cameras out, I have some drywall screws in there and a Phillips head screwdriver. You take it, run it in the tree real easy, and zip tie the cable to that screw right below your camera where this plugs in. But I've just gotten away from doing that. Wrapping it around your mount works good for me. Alright guys, Mike Herd 360. This is our Elite DIY. This is the 1800 Elite DIY kit. Alright, uses our 1800 Power Pack box, or Power Pack 1800 box. We normally had these with a different pre-assembled cable assembly, but now they're also offered as DIY kits, either with the Elite kit or with the standard DIY kit. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was long. That's just the way I roll. I like to give you a lot of information. And so thanks for watching all the way to the end. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mike Herd 360. And y'all have a great day.